The man used to be a top-tier agent. He grew tired of his old life and faked his own death in an accident, becoming a taxi driver. He enjoyed his peaceful life now until one day a young woman was dropped into his car. Her body was writhing uncontrollably. The man gave the driver a tip asking him to take the young woman home. Jack didn't think much of it. On the way, the young woman began to cry out in pain. It turned out she had been drugged and had gone through something terrible. He immediately changed course and headed for the hospital. Later he knocked on the man's door only to be met with a surprised expression. Jack lied, saying the young woman had thrown up in the car. The money he had given wasn't enough to cover the cleaning. The man handed him a black card offering compensation for the damage. Little did he know he had just crossed paths with something terrifying. Normally Jack would have given them a chance to change, but when he saw the beasts inside the house and thought about what they had done to the young woman, he instinctively pressed the timer. A one-sided massacre officially began. Soon the fight reached its end. Jack pressed the timer, but it was 0.5 seconds slower than last time. That night he returned home only to find the lights on. Since faking his death, no one knew where he was. He drew his gun from his waist, carefully entering his house. Once inside he smelled something familiar and lowered his guard. A woman stepped out. It was his close friend Anna, the person he trusted most. Anna informed Jack that a secret agent and his entire family had been wiped out. Their family list was top secret and no one knew how it was leaked. All the agents were terrified. Anna had been sent to secretly investigate. At this moment they didn't realize this would be the last time they'd ever meet. That day Jack received a phone call and his face went pale with shock. Anna was dead. In order to uncover the truth behind Anna's death, he reached out to his old colleague David. David was equally shocked. He never expected Jack was still alive. Jack expressed his doubts about Anna's death, saying it seemed suspicious. He was determined to find the truth. The autopsy report showed the wound had a diameter of 2 millimeters, penetrating the third rib from the left side. It was a professional close-range assassination, not something an ordinary person could do. To uncover the mastermind as quickly as possible, he had no choice but to ask David for help. Back at Anna's place, he found her storage card, which contained details about a case she had been investigating. Jack immediately sensed something was wrong. He recreated the scenario of an agent committing suicide with a gun and soon discovered the oddities. Given Anna's skill, she would have found them too. It seemed Anna's death was linked to this case. The mastermind didn't want the truth to come out, which is why they killed Anna. Jack quickly informed David that the mastermind behind both cases should be the same person.